Okay, so this video is based on just some of my opinions, okay? Before we get started. So, like it reads here, facts are verifiable statements. Opinions are personal interpretations of facts which differ from person to person. So, what are we talking about in this video? Talking a little bit about organic versus synthetic sources. Now, the first information I got from Google through therapistaid.com. The second one I got from a company that produces quote unquote organic fertilizers. The name of the company is Milo Granite. Okay. And just some information they gave us here. See if I can make this a little bit bigger. Fertilizers come from many sources. Synthetically derived fertilizers are manufactured from minerals, gases from the air, and inorganic waste materials. Fertilizers derived from organic sources obtain their nutrients from natural sources such as microbes, organic waste, and other similar materials. So some tips here: fertilizers derived from organic sources feed and enrich the soil. Synthetic fertilizers are fast acting and they can burn and damage plants. So let's look at the chart they gave us down here. I'm going to skip all this and I highlighted some stuff in the chart. Nutrients. Organic, natural-based fertilizer nutrients can fluctuate. Micronutrients are typically present, providing some of the trace nutrients plants require. Synthetic. High nutrient concentrations may build up in the soil. I'm going to highlight that in pink, which may lead to leaching off and runoff. Generally don't contain necessary micronutrients. If it contains water-soluble iron, it can stain the concrete. Okay? So let's move down. Impact on soil. May actually decrease soil fertility due to chemical nitrogen stimulating excessive microorganism growth, which over time depletes organic matter in the soil. Let's continue. Plant safety. Incorrect or over application may burn plants due to high concentrations of chemical nutrients, which are salts, can cause excessive top growth and root stress. Organic, in most cases, won't burn plant leaves or roots. Manure should be composted for greater safety. Did I highlight anything else? Let's see. So the information in this video is my opinion, not necessarily facts. It's my opinion or personal interpretation of facts, which differ from person to person. This is my opinion. Do you think you can wash off pesticides? If someone is using man-made things to spray on vegetables, do you think you can just take some baking soda and salt and whatever else and wash it off that vegetable? We're all affected. We're all affected. You can try, but that stuff is in the soil, which means that it gets in the root of the plant. And the plants may look beautiful, and you have this big old tomato, but guess what? You're not going to wash off that pesticide or that chemical that's been sprayed on them because it's in the soil. It's already in the soil. That's one reason that you should grow your own. Now, we know that there's planes overhead, stuff gets into the soil, stuff is sprayed in our soils. So we're never going to 100% get away from chemicals. But if you grow your own and learn how to be a little bit more organic. It may kind of help you a little bit. But yeah, I don't think there's any concoction to wash away all the chemicals that are grown on your foods. You can try, and I do wash my foods in salt to kill bugs that are crawling on them from outside, but I don't know if there's any way to wash away all the pesticides and chemicals that are like used to grow your vegetables. I think it's already leached into the soil. Hey everybody, I'm in my kitchen cutting up strawberries. I just finished the detox video. Some of these strawberries are mine and some are not. So I just wanted to talk about quickly growing your own food. I hear a lot, "Ooh, girl, you better than me. I couldn't be out there growing your own food." And I get it. I am, believe it or not, a city girl through and through. I'm a city girl, born and raised in South Central Los Angeles. So now they call it South Los Angeles. It's been gentrified down there, I guess you could say. And I think it just has to be in you to grow food. I do urge people to grow their own, because just the pesticides and stuff that are used by big farms to grow the food is not that great. If you own your own land, or if you have a mortgage on your land, like I do, I say grow your own. If you're renting, I say grow your own. But I don't mean put in the ground. If you're renting an apartment, or if you're renting someone else's property, a home, get you some containers and grow in containers. And that way, if you want to buy your own home, or if and when, you can take the food that's in the containers and it can go with you, and then you could plant it in your garden beds, let's say. I have my own garden back there, and I still have containers that I grow in, because it's just convenient, and you may not need a lot of what you're trying to grow, and so it's just convenient to grow in a container. I've had family and friends ask, "But Precious, don't you get pests?" Yeah, you get pests, and you keep fighting them, because I want to have good organic food. You're not going to be able to grow everything in a home garden. Even if you have acres of land, you're still not going to be able to grow everything, because not everything grows in the area of where you live. Not everything can grow. But at least you have a choice of what you can grow and what you can eat, instead of paying for money for it at the store. I think it's a good idea to start growing your own food. It's healthier. It tastes better. Once I grew my first tomato and I ate it, I was hooked. It didn't taste watery. It had flavor to it. We have hundreds of varieties of tomatoes, and each of them has a little different taste to them, and you know why, and it gives you the reason of why they're named the way they're named, because of the tomato. Even back when farming and gardening was more prevalent, probably in the early 1900s, and I hate to say that because I was born in the late 1900s, no one grew everything. Let's say you got neighbor A, Bob, and neighbor B, Bill, and let's say Bill's corn crop didn't do that well, but Bob's did. But Bob's, let's say, cucumber crop didn't do good, but Bill's did. I'm pretty sure Bill and Bob were exchanging food. Hey, Bob, my corn crop didn't do good. I got some corn. Well, I'll give you some of my cucumbers for some of your corn. They bartered. And then they didn't have to go to the store and buy cucumbers and corn. You get what I'm trying to say? Not everybody is a gardener. But they have things such as the Master's Gardener program here in California, and I know it's in other states, because Kiki, the urban, I can't think of her name. I'll put it in the video. The urban gardener is a master gardener. She just became one, and she's really good at herbs. Once you garden, maybe you're not good at growing one thing, but guess what? You may be good at growing something else. Looks like I'm doing pretty good with tomatoes, loofahs, strawberries, blueberries, mints. There are certain things you're good at, certain things you're okay at. I'm okay with melons. I'm trying to get better at melons. But what you're prolific at, you may not be good in, and the stuff you're not good in, your neighbor that's a gardener may be good in it, and you may be able to barter. So don't cut out gardening. Don't think that you can't do it. There may be something that you're really good at growing out there. And I just say, try it out. Another thing is, try to grow things that you know you want to eat. You know what? Even if you don't want to eat what you grow some flowers. See if you're good at growing flowers. Some people are good at growing flowers. Guess what? Flowers are useful in a garden bed. Why? Because it attracts pollinators to your garden. And pollinators are going to pollinate everything in your garden. You're going to pollinate, and it's going to grow. So I'm just saying, think about it. Is gardening dirty? Yes, it's dirty. Is gardening work? Yes, gardening is work. Gardening is work, especially when you are determined to grow a lot of your own food. It's work. But the benefits you get from it are phenomenal. Phenomenal. I just say, grow your own food. Okay? You all find peace within yourself and be peaceable with everyone around you. I love you all. Bye.